This controller is nuts. Went to go lift it up, and we're like, this thing has some serious weight to it. It's machined aluminum, for one, and it's super sturdy, which is pretty cool. I'm assuming this picture shows everything that's inside the kit, so that's crazy. All right, let's get to work. Alright, so as we're getting that harness ready, we're gonna team it up with the power cable right here. Run it up through the chassis, up underneath, up inside here, which is where the tail light is. And then the instructions say to run it up through here somewhere. So I don't know if through here or possibly up through maybe this grommet here. Yeah. This should be enough to hang, no? Whoops. Pull? Oh, okay. Oh, you want to come up through onto this rail? Oh, hold on. Okay, got it. Okay. And then we'll run it along here to join up with this right here.
Since we're already here, we're going to cheat a little bit.
Okay. What's your idea? Oh. Okay. So we're doing a double installation. So he found these, which is pretty cool. This is going to be wired. He's going to wire these up to his reverse lights, and this is going to replace the little red reflector there. These are by Oracle. There's the part number. It's gonna look really good. I'm actually getting a little jelly right now. That's where it goes?
Yep.
That actually looks pretty nice. Almost looks like the flux capacitor.
Install the ground ring from the ECU of the relay and the speed control module.
Alright, so we got the 3 grounds installed, and then we are going to replace the factory nut that's here with this extended nut, I guess, because this module here actually gets bolted up into this area, so which would make sense, which it looks like we're gonna have to remove this from the carpet. That's what I'm going to assume. So yeah, we went ahead, put the extended double threaded nut in, nice and tight.
Snug. Tight as broke.
Oh, my bad. Snug, not tight. And yeah, okay, we'll continue. So I was just saying that I think that we're gonna have to take this piece out, because that's where that thing's gonna go through, because you're gonna bolt that module on top of the carpet, right? So,
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah. And looks like we're gonna have to cut the carpet as well.
Oh, no.
Oh, does it go through?
Yeah.
Oh, looks like. Oh, sweet. Okay, never mind then. All right. Yeah. So now the instructions is saying to cut the carpet, make an access point to run the harness right through.
does not tell you where to cut it, so you're just gonna do your best, I guess.
Yeah. All right, so this is what we're talking about. So we're gonna make it a little access hatch right there and just do a slit right at the, right there. And oops, where am I? And so I'm assuming what it's gonna be for is this right here. So this arm piece, it's gonna slide inside and then you can just go ahead, tighten it. But you made a little flap there to get access to the bolt, right? So, all right.
So it goes down here.
All right, so in this instructions, it gives you the option to bolt it up on the roll cage. But my buddy here, he runs a soft top during the summertime, so that's not gonna be working out. So the second option is to actually mount it right there in the cargo area. So it looks like we're gonna be adding it right along here, which would be right along the side. And just in case if any of you guys just wondering how to take these plastic things off, we thought it was going to be like right there, but it's actually the whole thing that comes off. There you go. Alright, so the differential breather hose, it was actually the other way. So all we just did was we ripped it off, just like that. And then, yeah, it was this way. We ripped it off and just rotated it that way. Gives it a little bit more clearance in here for the air compressor. Now we are removing the, what is it, TPS?
Tire pressure monitor sensor.
The tire pressure monitor sensor, which is up in this. This is only specific for the 4xe. So what they say is to remove it and then to relocate it and secure it with zip ties. Somewhere. Alright, so it is removed. Might have to take the bracket off. And then when we find a spot, we'll let you guys know where we secured it with zip ties somewhere.
But we're also going to keep all the parts.
Yep.
Because the bolt on.
Now that's what's really nice about these bolt-on kits. Keep everything so that way if you ever want to bring the vehicle back to stock, you have everything and you can put it back together. So there's that little piece there for wire. Alright, so we're trying to figure out for the big wire that's going to be connected straight to the module. We had this extra bit right here, and it seems to be the exact same wiring, and it looks like it is an extension, because what was happening, this wasn't long enough to go, and it needs to be plugged onto the other side of the tank there. So yeah, it looks like we do need this extension piece. So we'll run that over. That way we'll be able to pull it out more. Quickly update on what we're doing. So I ended up putting this GPS module right here. We ran the wires to there, and then GPS antenna is going to be on top of that box. And then also we took the orange wire and the USB micro, and that's going to be run right here, as you can see, along the kick panel, up through here. Oops, this is, gotta pull this back a little bit more. Okay. Up through the firewall, along the firewall, And right now we're just working in the fuse box. Now what they did was they supplied us with a fuse tapper. Alright, so we have all 4 lines in, connected to where they're going. Even on the block itself, it's numbered. I don't know if you guys can see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And yeah. So now we're just dealing with the purge valves, all the other lines, and then this massive one that's gonna, I guess, go up into the tank. So we have the pressure sensor that we're gonna put inside the cab. The instructions were saying to put it on the outside, but we're gonna do it in the inside. And so we have our 3/8 hose right here. We spliced it right here. This is where we're gonna put the pressure sensor. And then the pressure sensor will be plugged straight into the module here. And then for the 1/4 inch line, which is right here, we're gonna put a T into that one, so that way we can connect it to here and then connect it to the tank. All right, there it is, mounted in. GPS antenna, manifold, lines, coming right into here. Yep. All right, so we finally finished with the wiring, the air lines for this part. The next thing that we're going to be doing is actually be working underneath the vehicle, where we're going to be removing the springs and also some of the track bars and sway bars. We are going to be replacing them. So that is going to be the fun part. And this right here is friggin' awesome. These blue lights. All right, what's in here? Holy mac, more boxes and boxes. Oh yeah. All right, as we prepare to lower the axle to remove out the springs, a couple of things that we want to make sure is that in this particular Jeep, this is a Rubicon, right? So it has e-lockers. So we gotta disconnect some of these lines so that we can fully drop the axle down. So what are these things called? Little silver things?
Not even sure. I'll have to look it up in the book.
Anyways, but these are just for the front, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so. Residual pressure union. Okay. All right, day 2. We are back at it again. And just to recap what we did for yesterday, what we knocked out of the park was probably like 3/4 of the installation. So what we ended up installing was the airbags, most of the lines. What we have left today is the rear suspension and also running the wires for the leveling sensors. So let's go ahead and get at that, and you really want to see this on the ground and see it in action. All right, let's get to work. All right, now that we had a bit of a win for the front end, we are now going to concentrate on doing the rear end. So we got to replace these linkages, replace the shock, or sorry, yeah, actually we are going to have to replace the shock and the spring. There we go, straight to work. And then we have 2 more lines here. Those are the sensors, and just tidy up the rest of all the wiring, zip tie them. Yeah. Alright, so we were going through the manual here, or the installation guide, trying to figure out about the upper control arms, and there was no mention about installing the new upper control arms. So just FYI, make sure that you do the installation of the upper control arms before you put the bump stops in, otherwise you're not going to have access to that bolt that's there. So that is a step that is missing in the instructions. So just remember, upper control arms before the bump stops. All right, and now all we're just doing is we're tidying up all the lines, zip tying them all. There is a ton of stuff to zip tie. But yeah, airbags are put in, track bar extension piece, I guess, shocks, bump stops. Bump stops look really nice. So we got a ton of line here that we need to just tidy up. We'll pull it up into this area here behind the tail light and organize it a little bit better. And all the extra wires and everything that are here will be tucked away nicely inside of that panel. Here, one thing I wanted to mention to you guys. So this is what my buddy did in regards to this module right here, the tire sensor module. So he just drilled a hole here and zip tied it. But this is what we were talking about before, where this would be an awesome spot. If we had pre-drilled holes, we can just throw some nuts and bolts and mount this module right here. All right. Watch it become an instant lowrider. Dude, you're California style right now. Yeah, that's what I mean. You're doing a California squat. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. If Whistling Diesel saw that, he'd be hating this right now. So funny. Sorry. Dude, I've never seen a Jeep squat before. We're going to be doing a calibration test right now. And it's something that we got to do. Jeez. Fill up the tanks. Alright, we're going to measure. And a quarter?
40 and 3/4 to the bottom.
Oh jeez. That's insane. Or even more.
And we're at 47.
Dude, that's like a almost a 7-inch lift that's sitting right now. right, that is it for the video for this install for the Accuair air ride suspension for the 4xe. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, think about subscribing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you are notified, especially when we release this video of us testing out the Accuair suspension on a trail. That's where we are right now. If you did enjoy the video of this install, why don't you go ahead, hit the thumbs up. Until the next time, who knows, maybe we'll see you out there.